Hi everyone, my name is Vibhor Bansal. Uh, I am I manage partnerships at eGov Foundation. Many of you or some of your colleagues would have interacted with me uh, while accessing Digit, while working exploring new opportunities and working on various projects. Um, Today, we are talking about Digit Sandbox. It is a very first webinar on Digit Sandbox, a new offering from Digit for you. What is it? What is the scope? I do not want to divulge too much information. I leave it to Arushi to talk about. Arushi is going to take most of the session here, and she will be talking a lot more about Digit Sandbox. She's been a guiding force in terms of in a capacity of a product manager to make it live and taking off the ground. This is a very first version of the sandbox, so you will see what is all available, how you can work with it, how you can leverage it in your day-to-day business. A quick hygiene checks. We will use the Q&A box here, the Q&A tab for any question and answers. And chat for general conversation is open for everybody. Of course, um, uh, to for interacting with anybody available on the call. Uh, if you have any questions, please raise your hand and we will unmute for you to talk. I see one hand raise already from Pradeep. Hi, Pradeep. You have something to add? Please unmute if you want to talk, or maybe write in the chat. Is my voice not clear? Arushi, can you please see if I'm not
I
audible?
can hear you. You're audible to me.
Is it echoing? Is it not coming clearly?
Your voice is clear, Vibhor.
Great, great, great. Yeah, it's clear. So no more echo. I don't see anybody talking. Okay, so let's get started. We have Arushi. I'll hand it over to Arushi. So please use Q&A box for your question and answers, and we'll respond to it during the session. Maybe some of your questions get answered uh, as part of this presentation. So Arushi will start with the introduction of the sandbox capabilities, and will also give you a quick walkthrough. We already are 6 minutes into the session, so not take much of a time. Over to you, Arushi. Thanks.
Hi, thank you so much for the introduction, Vibhor. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Digit Sandbox webinar. As Vibhor has very graciously introduced me, I am Arushi from the product team, and I will be walking you through this session today. By the end of this session, you will know how to use the Digit Sandbox to explore as well as configure products. This will allow you to demo it to stakeholders, train teams, and just experiment to see what's possible. Yeah. So, quickly moving on. We'll start off with quick context setting of Digit itself and the reason why the sandbox came about. Then we'll look into what the sandbox is, what you can do on it, and a short walkthrough together. And we'll leave around 10-15 minutes towards the end for questions if you have any. And as Vibhor mentioned, you can use the Q&A box for any questions you'd like, and he will be monitoring it. So, jumping right in, Digit, as most of you know, is an open source platform developed by eGov Foundation. It is built on the principle of reusing building blocks, the idea that solutions can be configured and not coded from scratch. Governments, non-profits, and market players use Digit to build and deliver public service solutions. With implementations across more than 10 countries and over 2 billion citizens impacted, Digit has seen wide adoption. But for many who want to explore it or showcase it, the first step, just getting access, can still be a hurdle. This means that partners have to either set up their own local environments, this is resource intensive and time consuming. They reach out to eGov, where eGov tries to understand the requirements and then identifies the best way to fulfill that requirement. But this can be time consuming as well, or unfortunately just kind of give up. This is what we have learned by talking to all of you. And this is not an ideal solution. And thus, the Digit Sandbox was born. Digit Sandbox aims to bridge this gap. It's a self serve environment to demo products on Digit with 24/7 availability. There is no setup required as all the data is pre configured, and you can experience all the products end to end through role based access. Today, there are around 11 products on the Digit Sandbox, out of which 10 can be explored end to end, and one product, in addition to being explored end to end, can be configured as well, which is the complaints management system. So that's a bit about an overall overview of what Digit Sandbox is. And before I move ahead, I'd like to do a quick poll. You can either scan the QR code or go to menti.com and enter the code 21969975. Vibhor will be pasting this in the chat as well. And you'll see a question on the screen. I'll spend around 30 seconds on it. You could just fill that out. We'll wait a few more seconds and then I'll move on. Has everyone been able to answer the question? Just like put a thumbs up if you're able to, so I know that. Great, I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs ups. Great, I think most of you have responded, so now I'll move ahead. Thank you. Oops, I muted myself. Hope you all have voted. Thank you so much if you have. And if you haven't, like the question is still live, you'll be able to. Before we dive in, before we, sorry, let's dive into what we mean by when we say you can explore a product, where you can explore survey or property tax. There is no setup involved, which means that you can start exploring right now as all the products are pre-configured. Each product can be experienced through a different lens, a citizen, a government employee, administrator, etc., because we have role-based access. And this allows you to explore the entire flow end to end. In addition, we also have a guide or a walkthrough of sorts where we have highlighted the key workflows to make exploration even easier. So this is possible for all the 10 products that are completely explorable. And we have one more product, which I had mentioned earlier, which is the complaints management system, which you can explore as well as configure. What do we mean by that when we say this? Well, in addition to all the explore features, you can add or edit data for this product. So you can add a complaint type or a department type or edit an existing one. You can add or edit an employee, and you can specifically assign the roles you want to assign to them. You can specify which jurisdiction you want them to be working in, how long their access should be, and then you can log in as that employee that you have created. And you can personalize the UI, so you can add your own logos and banners. So this is a little bit of what you can configure on complaints management system for now. But as of now, since we have just begun, there are some things that you cannot configure. And this is workflow, boundary. These are not possible for today. Just a quick caveat before we move on. For complaints management system, all of the data is private, it's isolated. So whatever new complaint type you add, whatever department you add, whatever new employee type you add, it's only for your account. No one else will be able to see that. On the other hand, for the other 10 products that are there, such as property tax, business license, etc., that data is shared. So please be careful and do not share any sensitive data on that. So great. Now you know exactly what features are available on the sandbox, right? What you can configure, what you can explore. But what can you do with that? Well, for starters, this is an exploration box, so you can kind of just go around, play with the products, create an application, forward it, approve it, reject it, cancel it, etc. You can use it to demo products to stakeholders. So in case you have to pitch using Digit to a government stakeholder or to another client, you can definitely use the sandbox to be able to do that. Just to kind of show or give a flavor to that person or that stakeholder what it means to use Digit as a platform. And since we have a lot of walkthroughs and a lot of help set up within the sandbox itself, you can also just use the sandbox to train teams in case you want a reference to see how products look like in case you're deploying it yourself. You can use sandbox for all of these three and possibly even more use cases. We'd love to hear from you if you have more. Great. So now you know what you can do. And we're like reaching the end of my monologue of where I just kind of go on and on. I want to take a quick second and just say that we are at the beginning of this journey and we would love to keep evolving it together. There is a long way, I'm sure, for all of us to go, and we would love to hear your feedback. So I think Vibhor will be reaching out to you at the end after like this session is over with some feedback links, and we'll get into some more detail on what we'd love to hear from you about. Great. So I'm now gonna just quickly give an overview of what the short walkthrough we're gonna have today is going to be about. I will take you through the sign up. How can you sign up on the sandbox? I will take you to the product catalog. I briefly mentioned the 11 products that are available, but we'll go to them in a bit more detail. We will go through the complaints management system, which is the configurable product we have on the sandbox. And this is where your poll comes in. We'll go through the product that has been most voted on from the poll and do a quick walkthrough of that as well. Let me just quickly show you for myself as well, see what the results were. Great. So we have a bunch of answers here. Wow, there are a bunch of clusters. I see complaints management has 14. Local business license issuing has 14. Great. So local business license has 15 now. So great. That's the most voted on product. We'll do a short walkthrough of local business license issuing system. Cool. Now I'll quickly jump into the walkthrough itself, like what I had mentioned before. To find the sandbox, you can start off on our website, the eGov website. You can go into any product that exists. So you have complaint management, business license issuing system, water and sewage connection, property tax, M-Collect, anything. You can click on it. Let me click on M-Collect for now. And you have a sticky here that says see it on Digit Sandbox, which if you click, will take you to the sandbox itself. You can also scroll down to the absolute bottom and there's a Digit Sandbox link, which if you click will open the Digit Sandbox web site itself. So these are two ways you can currently access the Digit Sandbox. Let's quickly sign up. I have an account from before, but just for the purpose of this, I'll create a new account. It is possible to have multiple accounts as long as the username is different with the same email ID itself. So let me just maybe put my name. Spaces and characters like letters are allowed. I'll quickly enter my work email ID. I'll click the privacy policy. Oh, looks like this account already exists. Let me just try to make it unique and sign up. Great. So now I've received an OTP on my email. So I'll quickly head over to my email and I want to show you how the OTP email looks like. Mentimeter doesn't seem to want to go away. Just 1 second. Let me share my screen again. Is my screen visible? Can someone just quickly let me know?
Yes, it's visible.
Perfect. So I have the OTP over here, 893369. I'll quickly go in here, 893369, and I'm in. As my sandbox is being set up, I'll just quickly show you what the welcome email looks like. So in the welcome email is a little bit about what is possible on the Digit Sandbox and also your account credentials in case you maybe misplace it or you forget about it. And you can log in just from here itself by clicking on the orange login button. Great. So now our sandbox is set up. This is the landing page where if you don't have someone like me explaining what the sandbox is, you could quickly come over here and read it. Or you could use the walkthrough itself to kind of navigate you through it. Today I'll be doing that for you, so I'll skip the walkthrough. We can click continue and this takes us to the products page where we have 11 products available. Complaints management system, as mentioned before, is configurable and the remaining 10 are fully explorable end-to-end are mentioned over here. For each product, we have tried to condense them into a few lines so that you're able to quickly get a gist of what they are. This is also useful in case you're looking to reimagine some of the existing products. So just bare bone features of each are visible over here. So for today, we said we'd quickly go through complaints management system and that we'd go through local business license issuing system. Let me start off with complaints management. So I click on the box. It takes me to the description page for this. Maybe I don't know everything about it. I'll assume that for now, for the purpose of just this product, I'm someone who is exploring this for the first time. I maybe want to use it in my locality or in my area, and I want to kind of configure some things to see if it's going to match that. So, okay, I see complaint management system. You're able to raise a complaint and someone's able to kind of assign and resolve them. There are two types of users, a citizen and a government employee. Okay. A citizen specifically can raise a complaint, track complaint until resolution, provide feedback, and reopen complaint. And if I click on this button here, it will take me to the citizens portal. And if I scroll down, I see the government employee exact things that the government employee can do. And if I click on explore as a government employee, it takes you to the employee portal. And if you scroll, there's a walkthrough at the bottom, but as of now, I'm doing it for you, so it should be okay. As a citizen, just quickly going through how you can use it. Enter any mobile number for now. Any 10-digit number works. This will not be used for SMS later or anything. You can add your name. I'll add mine, Arushi Basir. And we have a default OTP over here. So you can enter 123456. And we're in. We'll select Victoria as one of the pre-configured locations. And this is how this citizen portal looks like. If I was to file a complaint, these are the couple of options that exist. There's water and sewage, garbage, roads and footpaths, street lights, mosquitoes, internet land violations, and others. But this does not seem like this is not enough for me. Maybe I want to add one more. So as from the employee perspective, from the employee portal, what I can do is I can go to configure over here, and this will allow me to configure the masters or like data sets which are configurable for now. We have complaint types and department. So let's just see what happens when you click. Let's see what departments is. Okay, I see it's a department code and a name associated with it. The code is department underscore one, etc. Cool. I understand what this is. Maybe I don't, this is okay with me. I don't want to add anything new. I'll go back. And maybe I want to add a complaint category type. I'll add master data over here. And maybe stray dogs is the issue that's facing in my locality. This is an active complaint category. I'll add stray dog, bite, etc. for keywords. The complaint type code is what will be visible when you create a new complaint. So maybe I'll add stray dog over here. Maybe let's make it stray animals actually, so that I can add multiple. So we'll make the complaint type code, which is the umbrella, as stray animals. SLAR, there will be 24, department 5, and stray dogs is the subcategory which I want to add. Great, so I've added stray dog, and it's shown up as an active complaint category. Now, if I go to the citizen portal and just maybe refresh, great, I see stray animals as a complaint type showing up. And if I go ahead, stray dog is the subtype that shows up. So that's how you can configure a specific complaint type. What you can also do is go over to the employee management section and create an employee, or maybe search for employees that already exist. Or if you'd like, configure the details that are required to create employees. You can read the user manual over here in case you have any questions. And the third thing we had mentioned, which is configurable within this product, is you can personalize it. You can head over to the side nav bar and click on personalization. And over there, you'll be able to quickly be able to personalize your sandbox. This personalization is only going to be visible for the complaints management system product and nothing else. Great. So that was a quick short walkthrough of how you can use complaints management system. Now let's head over to local business license issuing system, which was the most voted on by all of you. So if I click explore, I can quickly jump into the actual roles of this product. Maybe since all of you already know what it is, don't need to waste too much time. But for those who don't, local business license issuing system allows you to create applications as a citizen for a new business license, and then it allows you to, as an employee, kind of take action on them, approve it, reject it, and kind of maintain that life cycle. So again, like we mentioned before, there's a citizen role with specific features that are possible for it. There's an employee role where you can again see what's possible. And if we scroll down, we have walkthroughs. So they're pre-recorded and you can skip through them if you'd like to go to them faster. There is a walkthrough for all roles, a citizen as well as government employee. And they cover the major workflows within the product. This also maybe helps you get a quick reference of how the product looks. And in case you get stuck, you can always refer back to the walkthroughs to kind of figure out what to do next. I'll just show you how this product would look like if we were to open it. So if I click on this button, this opens a citizen portal where I select the city which I'm in, and then this is how it would look. It's important to note that each product has a specific persona associated with it, and this mobile number becomes important to kind of keep track. So whenever you create an application, this is the mobile number which should ideally be used. And as an employee, if I click on it, I'm logged in as a super user employee where I have access to everything from inbox to new applications to dashboard. And these both talk to each other. So if I was to create a new application as a citizen, it would show up as an employee in the inbox. If I create a new application from the employee and add the citizen's mobile number, it would show up in my complaints, my applications in the citizen portal. So they both are interconnected and talk to each other. And in case of any questions, you can use the FAQs here or use the walkthrough. So that's just a little bit of an overview of how these two products are. I'll of course you will have access to the sandbox where you can go ahead and play with all of the products yourself. I would love to hear about it. So now I'll jump back into the presentation that I have. Are you all able to see my presentation? Can someone just quickly give me a thumbs up?
Yeah, can see that.
Okay, perfect. So that was a quick short walkthrough on how Digit Sandbox can be used. We would love to collect feedback from you. We'll circulate a form to collect your feedback on the sandbox a little after this webinar is over. And if you're interested, we would love to do a one-on-one session with you maybe around 2 weeks from now after you've explored on the sandbox and hear what your thoughts were. Um, yeah, that's about it. I'll open the floor for any questions. It looks like we're a little early on time. So in case of questions, we can take those. Vibhor, any? Are there any in the chat or?
Just a sec. Yes, we have one question. I think you can also see it, or you want me to read through?
Yeah, it would be helpful if you could read through it.
Do we have an option to change the skin and logo to suit the respective government? That is a question from Parthiban.
You can definitely update the logo. It would show up for complaints management system. For the remaining 10 products, we won't be able to change the logo for now. You can use the personalization tab to do that.
Um, Bala, I think your question is out of context in this webinar. Your question about how this complaint management can integrate with existing system. I think this webinar is all about Sandbox, so we'll take it offline. Bala, I'll connect with you separately, and we'll talk about that, how you can do that. If required, we can have a separate session on this front. Um, uh, we'll wait for a couple of more minutes, Arushi, while we see any other questions. For the participants, I will also reach out to you individually as well as through your organization contact points to get your feedback, because this is very important. As Arushi mentioned, this is just a journey. It's a first point, first point of reference, and we need to know how we can make it more useful for you. So before we get onto the next version of this, what should be there, what do I need to do, how do we make it more relevant for you? We need to understand how do you find it relevant, and what are you checking that out. um, okay. And okay, next question we had, do I need to register for using Sandbox? Is it open for everybody? So this is an anonymous question. It is open for everyone, but it would be required to register or sign up as Arushi mentioned in the beginning of her demonstration. So you need to register, you need to sign up for the sandbox, but it is open and it is open for all.
Uh, so Vijay has written in the chat, if we need to customize, then how we can customize it. So Vijay, well, I think with taking Arushi's permission without asking her, I think Arushi has explained uh, very nicely what are the capabilities that you can customize. And this is only one application right now, which is complaints management system that you can configure on certain parameters, like if you need to demonstrate in your use case that what are the different complaint types, etc. You can do that. Workflows customization and setting up geographical boundaries, etc. is currently not available in Sandbox. For that, you need to understand Digit a little bit more, install it, set it up, try it out. If you need any help out there, we can definitely do it. Uh, Akanksha, I think we should talk separately about it. First of all, for everybody, Digit Core as a product is a open source platform free of cost available to everybody as an MIT license. So there is no paid version of these products as of now. So we don't offer it at price. It is completely non-commercial. If I configure complaints product to show up to my clients, how long will data remain? Arushi, I think this is you should take up.
Yeah, so your account will remain active for 120 days if after inactivity. So from the last time you've used it, after 120 days, the data will remain. So if you keep using it, it will not go away.
Yeah. So yeah, if you keep using it, it won't go anywhere. But if you stop using it, it will be deleted after 120 days. I would encourage everybody to please put it in the query. It becomes little like kind of difficult for me to track questions in the chat. So if people use Q&A window, that will be very helpful for us to kind of respond to these questions. Um, Now, I have a question from Akanksha again. Does it resolve around development background? Akanksha, I think it is good that we connect offline. And let's keep the questions relevant to the Digit Sandbox right now. I'll definitely connect back with you after this webinar, and we'll have a detailed conversation on this. Anybody, any hand raise? Okay, no hand raise. Another anonymous question, can I set up different accounts for demos for different clients? Arushi, that is possible, right?
Yeah, so in case you have different configurations you'd like to keep and preserve, you're most welcome to create another account. As long as the username is unique, you can use the same email ID and create different accounts, and your configurations for complaints management system will remain separate and you'll be able to access them.
Again, another question on chat. Hey, I want to put up a rule now that I will not take any questions in the chat window. I'm taking this last one. Prithvi Raj has a question. Does Digit support auto scaling, load balancing, and container-based scaling out of the box? Um, Prithviraj, I'm not the right person to answer to this. I'm not sure whether Arushi can take this question. However, this one thing that I can say, it's out of the context. Maybe I'll get back to you on this question. Arushi, if you have answer, maybe you would like to take up. Otherwise, we'll get back to you, Prithvi, after this session.
I think just quickly, the sandbox is for you to explore. It's not a deployable version of the product. So auto scaling, load balancing, container-based scaling seems a little bit more DevOps heavy. That at the moment is not possible within Sandbox.
Yeah, so it is not, that is why I said it's out of context. Uh, how can we use that for mobile app? question for Sachin. I think, Sachin, we need to understand a little bit more context and background. Arushi, do you get it? Or should we take it offline?
If the question is how can we use Sandbox for mobile app, we can take it. I'm not sure if there's any other, if there's another meaning, I'm not sure.
Okay.
The Sandbox is currently, you can access it through the mobile app, but we would recommend using the DIGIT Sandbox on your desktop or laptop for optimal or ideal experience.
Within Sandbox, how this complaint management integratable to other Sandbox functional products? Okay,
I
so
can,
let me take a stab on this, Arushan. You may
yeah.
add. So Bala, the thing is, uh, Digit use a common infrastructure, the Digit core, and all the applications are built on it using shared services, common services. So all of this is already integrated within the Digit core. So you can, uh, if you want to provide, say, complaint management flexibility within other applications of Digit, I don't think that is right now available on Sandbox, but you can customize it in your given integration. So you can take it up as a customizable thing. So providing complaints from one application to other, I think that is already integrated into the products. If you go through the various applications, you will see that okay, a citizen can put up a request can request around the different applications. Okay. Can we load historical data into the sandbox? Arushi?
As of now, that's not possible. Um, you would have to capture new data. However, for complaints management system, on the dashboard, we have already put in some dummy data so that it looks like there has been some sort of usage, even if you've just created an account for now. But for other products, it is usage based. Historical data cannot be put in for now.
So one thing that we need to understand right now, the sandbox that we have put in is for demonstration purpose. So first, 10 applications that Arushi briefed, besides complaints management, is only for the demonstration purpose of as is. So if you want to use it, say maybe you're setting up a digit for a client or for any use case, you would like to see whether your installation has gone through it pretty well. So you can use it as a reference application or reference point. Secondly, of course, you can use to demonstrate digit capabilities or applications built on digit, different and how you can relate to different use cases among existing applications of digit. You can use it to demonstrate to your clients. The configurability, many a times people ask whether the applications that are there in digit are, can I change color? Can I change logo? Can I do this? Can I put it this way or that way? You can demonstrate it using complaints management system as a basic configurations available out there. However, Digit, as we always say, is highly customizable and you can use it in different contexts. One application workflows, if you find it very relevant, you can use multiple applications which are of similar nature. Our partners have demonstrated various capabilities of our digit applications, while eGov has built a few, like 10 to 13 applications of digit. Uh, our partners have built another 40 plus applications of digit. So it is highly customizable. This is to give you a perspective that how you can demonstrate it without any effort at your end. If you really want to demonstrate a highly customizable demonstration to your prospective clients or to your client, then you have to work on it and you have to work on uh, Digit before you get it. Can we add a product that are built on Digit on Sandbox, or this is only to showcase? Right now, this is to showcase products built by eGov only, but since there is no there is not very limited configurability available in Digit for complaints management. I'm not sure whether you can. I don't think you can add your products built on Digit to the sandbox. Arushi, do you have any better answer to this, or?
Yeah, as of now, the products on Sandbox are those that have been built by eGov on Digit itself. But yeah, like if that's something you would like, you can share that with us and we can see how we can take that up.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe
definitely see
you
that.
can connect with us and we can see if we can demonstrate your products. But mind it, any product that we add on Digit Sandbox will be shareable for all, right? Will be public for all. So if you're open to that, definitely we can explore. Um, Another anonymous question: if we build custom business module on Digit, what best practice should we follow to maintain high performance when traffic increases? Do you have a question? Do you have an answer to this, Arushi?
This is, I think, a question more specific on Digit itself. We can maybe take this offline. It's not Sandbox related.
Yeah. So I think on this question, I would say please follow Digit DevOps guidelines. It is not in context of Sandbox, but I'm still treating it just to give a very brief response. Please follow Digit Sandbox, Digit DevOps guidelines published on a platform. I'm sure you won't face any issue. There is always a option to scale up, scale down your infrastructure to manage high traffics and better performances. Another question from Bala is, per sign up, Sandbox seems to be providing only one product testable at this moment. Will it remain this way, or will get test all products under sign up? I think you can test all products with single sign up, right? Yes, Bala, you can sell. It is just that once you sign up, you will see all products listed out there, all 11 products listed out there, and you can test all of them. You can configure complaint management as well. Yeah, you can do
Just
it.
maybe like you can see one product complaints management at the top, and if you scroll down, you can see the remaining 10. But yeah, all 11 of them are complete access to you. You can experience them, explore anything you'd like.
Yes, Bala, please do explore. I would sincerely urge everybody on the call, please explore this product, this sandbox. And keep sharing your feedbacks. All of you have my email ID. This is vibhor.bansal@egov.org.in. In Hindi, Arushi, what are the languages available at this moment?
Uh, we do have Hindi and English.
Yes.
Yeah.
So answer to your question is yes, you can show a demonstration to your client in Hindi. We are recording this session and we'll figure a way out to share the recording of this session, which will of course include this presentation as well. Okay, we'll wait for a couple of more minutes to see if there are any further questions. Suggestions well taken, Harish. Arushi, I think this question is how will I know my client has seen the demo link I sent to them? Can you share a demo link via Sandbox or you have to present it on your own?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As of now, there is no shareable demo link that is there. You can configure products the way you like it, and then you can present it to them, or you can request your client to create a new account on Sandbox. But in either case, um, you
You
being
may
able
not
to know
get
your client
notification
has
if your
seen it,
client has seen it.
yeah,
Yeah.
is not
Yeah. So
possible.
see, right now Sandbox is meant for live demonstrations, not like a canned demonstration that you can send it to your client and who can then, you would know whether they have seen it or not seen it. It is for live demonstration. So you understand products, you have a lead, you have a inquiry, and you want sharing it to your client, and and then you're presenting it to them. The second option is if your client is savvy, then you can share them detail of the sandbox, and they can go and check it on their own. Integration with real-time data. Is it possible?
No, as of now, when you say real-time data, if you're using the sandbox itself, that data will be visible, but you can't plug in your real-time data into the sandbox as of now.
Yeah. So answer is no, it is not. So you may configure data in sandbox and you can uh, show it to your clients or you can demonstrate that, but not like a real-time data integration. Great. No, we don't do configuration. Sorry. eGov team do not configure for your client. We can help you to understand how to do it, but we do not. Another question, Arushi, just for your context, is will eGov team help configure a product for a client? So no, we are there to enable you to do it, but we are not doing it for you in a very. Okay, let's give it one more minute if any question comes in. Otherwise, we are good. Thank you, Arushi. It was a very good presentation. One of the folks who have appreciated your presentation as well in the chats and Q&A. So thank you very much. I believe that participants will find it relevant, and please bear with me if I keep on bugging you with requests for feedback, folks. So this is important for us. So yeah, thank you everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for sticking around.